What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kilgore here, back with another Call of Duty mobile video. In this video we will be discussing 3 SMG tips to help you guys to play just like your favorite COD mobile YouTubers. Maybe your favorite YouTuber is Hawksness, Godsley, or even iFerg. These tips are to help you guys to play exactly or even better than them when it comes down to using an SMG. If this video helped you in any way, please like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, leave a comment. I will respond to all of them. And with that said, let's get into the first tip of this video. Now the first tip when using an SMG is to use speed instead of damage. When using an SMG or submachine gun as it's called, we know that this gun's best trade-off is the level of speed that you have with the gun. If you're looking for damage and a little bit of speed, that would be the AR category for you. But the SMG's biggest trade-off is its level of speed. Now, when you're using this type of gun, you can't take certain fights, which I will get into later, but you know that you have to be extremely aggressive with this gun. When you're using any form of SMGs, there's one thing you always have to use: the element of surprise. That I will get into again. But when you're using speed, speed is essential to using an SMG. When you're using an SMG, instead of using the damage, you need to be able to navigate around the map as quick as possible and get into gunfights and finish that gunfight as quick as possible. So what you will find out is the SMG focuses on aggressive, quick and efficient gameplay. So you want to take out your enemy as quick as possible. If you see more than one, you know you can run as quick as possible. So the advantages of speed would have to be evasion and strafing. Now let's put up a category. You're there having a gunfight with someone. You find that you're about to lose. The level of speed on an SMG would cause you to evade that fast quicker than any other category of gun within this game, and that I think is the best trade-off you can look for in a gun. Not only that, the level of strafing is so intense that I think it would be extremely hard for an enemy to even hit you, because of how efficient the strafing of an SMG is. Now if you guys are new to these terms, strafing and even map control and these type of terms, I did make a video on top 5 pro tips that I will link at the top of the video, and I will put a link to it in the description to help you guys to become more like a pro. But what you need to know is you need to focus on the speed of the SMG and not the damage of the SMG, because speed can be essential when using an SMG. Now with that said, let's get straight into the second tip of this video. So the second tip of this video would be, don't take certain long range fights. Now the keyword is certain, because Call of Duty has a variety of SMGs. Some can even go toe to toe with some of these ARs. For example, the RUS is a good gun that is an SMG, but you are able to use assault rifle capabilities with that gun. But guns like the QQ9, the Chicom, or even the PDW, these guns are not guns that you want to take to long range fights, because chances are you're going to lose. Because the QQ9, for example, has an extremely vertical recoil that makes it difficult to take enemies from far, because you don't really see the recoil when you're in close and mid range, but when you're at that far range you start to see the recoil start to pick up. However, there is a technique that pros use to go around this, and this technique is called burst firing. Burst firing is basically what the M16 and the Chicom does. What burst firing is essentially you tap the shooting button once and release the first 4 bullets before the gun starts to kick, and take your finger off of it for a split second and tap the button again, and do that repeatedly. That will give you burst firing, and it will keep your recoil stable enough to take out those long range enemies. However, it is not advisable to take on long range fights with SMGs. So go ahead and take that to consideration, because the SMG is actually made for mid and close combat. You need to be extremely aggressive with this gun. So that would be my second tip for this video. Don't take long range fights. And with that said, let's get into the third and final tip of this video. Now the third and final tip is by far the best tip I have to offer in this game, and that tip is use the element of surprise. Now when you're using an SMG, you want to be able to predict where your enemies is coming from and take them out as quick as possible. So you need that time to think before you go into that gunfight, because chances are when the enemy runs up on you, you're going to start to fidget and start to miss your shots, and your enemy is going to take you out and win that gunfight. So you need to have great map control first. However, I did get into this topic on another video that is in the description of this video if you want to know about map control. And another thing that can help you to know where your enemies are is the UAV score streak. Now the UAV score streak shows you on your map where the enemies are, except if they're wearing the ghost perk. But a lot of people don't really use the ghost perk, so you will be able to spot out most of your enemies and take them out and have that time to plan before. And with all of that said, that would do it for the third tip.
If this video helped you in any way, please like, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, because you don't want to miss any of the content that I'm going to be uploading. I am planning on turning this into a series where I will be covering the ARs, the LMGs and the sniper. So guys, I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers. Please help me out with that goal by subscribing, and thank you guys very much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.